Hello, this is Takamasak, and I have no idea why coming out of that cave makes me face to the right on Let's Play Final Fantasy! I think you'd be facing out of it, but, well, there you go. Alright, maybe it would have been a wise decision to heal my characters before I got too involved in this episode. I only have one charge left now, so... might as well heal him, I guess. We probably should have a couple of heal potions by now, right? We found some. Arrgh! 4 monsters, 4 turns. Very nice. Alright, I'm gonna go rest up in Coneria, and I'll meet you back here at the dock. Alright, let's head due south. Try to find that ElfLAND people have been talking about. Alright, keep on going south. Don't forget everything in the ocean is weak to lightning and strong to fire. Except for the pirate guys. The Kaizoku or whatever. Can I make it to town? Yes, I can! Hooray! Alright, what do you have to say? See, every time I get to somewhere, the first person I talk to has something wrong. Wonderful. Alright, let's take a look at the weapons, I suppose. Iron nunchucks for the black belt. I don't really care. Once he gets to level 6, I'm really going to ignore his equipment. Large knife, I believe or large, I guess that's a dagger? Yeah, I'll just call it a knife. The large knife can be equipped by just about everybody, but I don't really care. Same with the iron staff. I believe the black belt can equip that, and the fighter. So I don't really care about that either, because I'm going to save up and get these silver swords, which are 23 attack, and they also add 15 hit percentage, so it's pretty strong. I mean, it's double the next best thing in here, which is the sabre for the thief. That's only 13 attack, but he can't equip the silver sword, so I believe the only classes that can equip the silver sword are the red mage and the fighter there, so definitely going to pick up 2 of those, even though they are quite a bit expensive. And the saber I'm definitely going to pick up too for my thief there. I just want to take a look here. Fire 2 and Lit 2 finally getting to the level 2 black magics. The level 2 black magics and level 3, and anything above that really, will be hitting all the monsters this time, so definitely a lot better than the level 1. And these will be doing 30 to 120. Hold paralyzes 1 enemy, kinda useful. I have a red mage, and I prefer to get other spells at level 3, so if you have a black mage, sure, why not and get it. Lock 2 is even more bugged than Lock 1, I believe. I believe it actually increases enemy evade, which, who wants that nonsense? There's the chapel, or whatever they call it. Oh, God. Alright, let's take a look at the armor shop. Apparently it's the same guy running everything. If you never bought the iron armor in Pravoka, definitely pick that up. These are copper bracelets, and what those are is for your armor slot, you can either equip the bracelet or the armor. So if I wanted to equip the copper bracelet, it would automatically unequip the iron armor. So that's more for your mage classes, so I'm going to pick one of those up for my... If I had one, I would pick one up for my black mage and white mage. I also am going to give one to my thief, so... And this is why I didn't buy the wooden shield. I'm going to buy the iron shield, which I believe is twice as strong. Caps for... I think anybody can equip it. It's only 1 defense, I believe. 1 or 2. Not really necessary to pick it up, but all the defense is going to help, so... And the wooden helm here for the fighter. I'm going to pick up one of those. I'm going to go through things a little bit quickly, just because there's a lot to cram into this episode. The item shop over there now sells soft potions, which obviously, well, I guess if you're new to Final Fantasy, you wouldn't know. It recovers from petrification, so... Take a look at level 4 magics. Fast is probably the best spell in the game. It increases... No, it doubles one of your attacker's amount of hits, so definitely useful for boss battles. Definitely pick that up for your red or black mage. Sleep 2 is pretty much like Sleep 1, except for it has a better chance to work. I don't care. Confuse will get an item later that actually does that, but it has a chance to confuse all enemies. It's kind of hit and miss anyway, so I pass on that. Ice 2 is a pretty good pickup. It's a little bit stronger, just like the Ice 1 spell. Oop, I'm going to go back here. No, there we go. I want to get Ice 2 for the Black Mage, and that'll be doing 40 to 60 damage. Sure, what do you have? Oh, level 4 white magics. Pure is a skill that will cure poison, but the price of it is a little expensive. A pure potion is 75, and the general consensus is you're probably not going to use 54 pure potions throughout the game. So it's, I don't know, I say it's optional. You don't really need to. Fear makes enemies run. I want the experience. I don't want to make enemies run. Anti-ice reduces ice damage by 50%, so that's pretty helpful. And anti-mute is pretty worthless. It cures mute, so... yeah, I don't think I've honestly ever been muted in this game, so there you go. What do you have to say? Anything? Wow. Castle in the northwest, okay. I will keep that in mind. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Oh. Well, what's wrong with him? If you look at this gravestone, it says something fairly interesting. I guess Erdrick was only 29 when he died. Wait, that's how old I am. Jeez. Well, then again, I'm not fighting Star Wyvern, so... lots of good stuff in here. Cure 2, definitely worth the pickup. Cures 32 to 64 to one person. Harm 2 is absolutely devastating. Pick that up for your White Mage. And yes, also Cure 2 for your White Mage. Anti-Fire, just like Anti-Ice and Anti-Lit, reduces fire damage by 50%. And Heal pretty much sucks. The idea is good. It's just basically the regular Cure spell, but it heals everybody for 12 to 14. So I don't really care for it just because it's so weak. So get the other three. Grab the Harm 2, Cure 2, and Anti-Fire for your White Mage. Unfortunately, the... yeah, I looked in this one already. The Red Mage cannot equip the Harm spell, and I thought there was another limitation he can't get, but it slips my mind for the moment. You can actually sneak around the right side of the castle, but... oh. He says the same thing. Sneak around the right side of the castle, there's an extra room, but he just basically tells you that there's a treasure room there, and it's locked. Oh, no. How dare he ransack the treasury? Sounds like a real debacle. What are you doing over here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's where we are right now, the Aldi Sea. Anything going on in here? Oh. Oh, yeah, that must be the prince, I guess. 5 years? Oh, I think Matoya has the herb. Okay, Astos, I believe, has the... does he have the crystal? Did they ever say that? Huh. Anyway, here we go. We have a absolute boatload of level grinding to do. I'm going to show you a couple... that absolutely reminds me. I thought a couple, the GR wolves there. They're actually called Warg wolves in the PlayStation version, which further complicates the matter. This is where I'm going to do a lot of my training over here. Sure, why not? No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do a lot of my training in this field. You can meet up with, what are they called? I think they're just called Great Ogres. They're basically a green version, a little bit stronger. Let's keep the missing to a minimum, guys. How about that? Other places you could grind is just in the sea, which is, I'm probably going to switch back and forth between going into the sea and coming over here, just to break the monotony a little bit. This is probably the only time I'm ever really going to ask you to grind. Actually, I normally don't have to grind anymore after this, so we should be set by the next episode, just to push right through the game. If I can kill these wolves. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately, Mr. Warg Grey Grape Great Wolf down there, he's not weak to anything. Which would make this battle 400 hours quicker. Miss. Oh. And the miss mechanic also really grinds things to a halt. Yeah, I was kind of puzzled about the Warg Wolf thing. What the hell is a Warg Wolf exactly? Alright, now I'm gonna hop back in my boat and head back to Pravoka. If you just follow this coast to the east, we'll make it over there. So I will meet you over there. Alright, I rested up at the inn there. I'm just going to show you a very good grinding spot if you can manage to kill the monsters. You're going to want at least... Yeah, you're going to want at least Fire 2 and Harm 2 before you come up here. So it's going to be quite a few levels higher than what you're used to. Well, by the time you save up that money, anyway. Oh, and another little treat for the game. If you happen to get poisoned in a battle, it rearranges your party, which I do not want. But at least we got to where we were going. Yeah, I'm not actually gonna stay here. I'm just gonna show you how strong the monsters are. This is... Basically, they just call it the Peninsula of Power. This is where you run up with monsters that are way, way stronger than you for the meantime in the game. And here we go. This is probably your ideal battle. Zombles. They are weak to fire and harm, but I have absolutely no prayer of killing these. Ow! Oh. Oh, good, he missed. Can I get him? But yeah, this area is mostly for when you are much higher leveled and can actually take a few shots. You're going to want to take a few tents here with you and save after every battle that you win, so... Well, that's how you do that. It's kind of cheesy, and I really don't like to abuse this anyway. Plus, I've never really had that much luck with it, but apparently it's faster. But, well, do all your level grinding, and I will meet you back near ElfLAND next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy. This is Takamasak, and I've been slain.